Coach, these fans have waited for this moment for decades, but playoff football has come to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Mariota. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Mariota to throw it. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Morris Claiborne, the former number 1 pick of the Cowboys there defensively. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this will be taken at the 13. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Real. What's that? Check, right 21, right 21. What's that?
To throw, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Hurry! Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, Charlie. 98 for Mike.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down, eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Point it right. Hurry. Watch 98 to Mike. 3 buzz.
Hey, Haywood.
98 to Mike.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield being chased. Now Mayfield lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. And all the pressure that goes on in these playoffs, but the first score here in the divisional round always very key.
Partner, this team handled it like it was a regular season game. That they were confident in what they were doing, came right out and established themselves early.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Regular.
Check 52.
61, matchbox lights.
Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
180. Regular.
Let's go, baby. 198.
From the 44, Mayfield. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
That's how we do it, baby.
And when a free safety goes like he did there, he better be sure he's going to be able to make a play.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, because I have a feeling that the defensive coordinator and head coach are on the sideline screaming, no. Good play.
Yeah, good job, buddy.
Squish, double.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
180.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
I got you. I got you. 54.
From the 29, Mayfield. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21.
Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. That's complete right around the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
An opportunity to get back to level after the fumble return touchdown. 1st and goal. Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Gerald Everett there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mariota over the middle, and it's incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Slam, slam, slam.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Cleveland offense ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Quit talking about it.
Alert, 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 alert.
Flare.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, wahoo.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Check Mike 21. Wildville.
Hey, high 7.
Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Hey, I'm coming.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They've become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
They go play action. Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be taken at the 10. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Let's go,
Hey, orbit.
let's get this.
Here's Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And Callaway taking it in left side. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Deuce.
Mayfield now from the 50. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Here we go.
Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Check. Pistol.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
But I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Mayfield on play action. And he whips that one incomplete there. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. Third down here. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another run by Lindsey. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Mariota. And that will be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. The kick by McManus is good. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that,
Oftentimes, interceptions result.
A first down throw for Mariota. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sione Takitaki in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Mariota. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett, and the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. He's going to look deep now for... He's got him in. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
6-6, pull it high.
Mayfield looks to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So following this sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Kings. Hey, Alpha.
Throwing, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Mayfield now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 13. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
One.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Big ass.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. On 3rd down, Mariota. He's got his tight end Fant. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mariota to throw it. Screen pass to Lindsey. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey. Well, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the Browns' 15-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Mariota. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Richardson drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And McManus able to put it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That one goes for 24 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, a one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! 198.
First down, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. That's taken in by Callaway. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
180.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Von Miller in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Let's go, defense.
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Mariota here to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Broncos on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Shit. Switch gears.
Mariota to throw. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Ryan Quigley now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
check back 21.
Here we go. Hey, Delta.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Mayfield to throw. Over the middle of the backer. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up on a first and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's Mayfield. Steps away to his, and he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter.
And now we've got a tie game after that touchdown. And you and I both know what that means. Extra point in this situation, this little time left, takes on some extra emphasis, doesn't it?
It does indeed. Now inside the final minute, can they get it and hold on? Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. On first down, Lindsey. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. This to book a trip to the AFC title game. And his kick is good. And it'll be all smiles on Blake Street tonight. The Broncos have won it. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side. And now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.